Hello and welcome to your mat today. I'm coming to you from Palm Springs, California. It's a bit windy outside, so I'm taking the class inside for you. Today's going to be a 30-minute quick heart opening and shoulder opening class. So a couple of things to get ready if you're practicing at home with your props, even if you don't have props. Do you have a pillow like this or even the pillow on your bed? So nice to have a rectangular pillow. You can have a blanket. If you've got a bolster, I mean, hallelujah, that's the perfect thing, right? For people who don't have a bolster, I'm going to demonstrate with just the pillow. So have that prepared and ready. Come to the class here and just take a moment to settle in, set an intention. You joined this class because you are looking to loosen up the shoulders, open your heart a little bit. If we, most people, I think, get stress and place it in their shoulders. So if we have stress in our shoulders from a headache or that gives us a headache, or in our neck, so much from the upper chest to the base of the skull, you got a lot of tension. And you can relieve that and get some blood flow. It's all about blood flow and loosening the muscles. So you can relieve some of that by doing chest opening and shoulder opening and a little bit of neck stretching. So we're going to focus on that area, largely the shoulders. And when you're stretching the shoulders, you've got your trapezoids, you've got your neck muscles, and you've got your shoulder blades, even the shoulder girdles, and where the shoulder bones go into your shoulder girdle. So keeping these muscles, if you go to the gym a lot, if you're lifting a lot of weights and have a lot of bulk, a lot of muscle bulk, you're going to impede some of your range of motion. And yoga, of course, stretching will keep your range of motion going. And range of motion, when your muscles learn that range of motion, is when it can help you when you're stuck in a situation where you're kind of stressed or have a headache or feel tense or tight or shoulders riding up. You know that feeling where you just need to breathe, drop your shoulders and make some space, right? So let's begin. Place your pillow, your bolster, the blanket you've rolled up and shaped this way, whatever you've got, place it at the top of your mat, turn and lie down so that this pillow is about your mid back and between your shoulder blades, and your head will fall beyond the pillow or bolster. Now, if you're on the bolster, you probably have your head on the bolster. That's perfectly fine because the bolster is quite high. Your head will be way too pronated. That's not good either. So if you've got your blanket, your pillow rolled up, well, I said blanket, whatever you've got under your back, lay down on it. It's right below the neck of your base of your neck and right between your shoulder blades. And place your arms out straight out like a T, even a little bit higher if you like. You're going to get your shoulders a little bit more open that way. Extending your legs out on the floor, and just lie here for a few minutes and begin to breathe. And as you breathe, because we're so open here, it'll be easier and more natural to get some breath up into the upper lungs. So as you breathe in and out of your nose, as per usual, our ujjayi breath, where we make that rushing noise of rushing water noise, and you're breathing and pulling it into the back of your throat. And when you breathe in, you sort of fill up your belly, but pull the air up into your upper lungs. Pause for a moment. And when you exhale, close down the upper lungs and then pull in the belly. You'll be engaging a lot of abdominal work here to pull in the belly. Inhale the belly. Fill up the upper lungs. Take your time. Follow your own pace. I'm just leading a steady pace, but if you want to pause longer before you exhale, feel free. Just remember, you inhale starting at the belly. You fill up the upper lungs, retain and hold. And when you're ready to exhale, consciously with your chest muscles, close down the upper lungs and then close down the belly. So do this for 2 or 3 more rounds. With your eyes closed, you can certainly visualize more of that rib cage and chest rising and falling. This is a great way to get your heart energy going as well, so you can share some of your love and compassion and beauty to others, part of our yoga practice out of the studio and off the mat. In which case, let's take our hands on our heart, on our chest, and make some contact with the palms of your hands as you continue this breathing. It is said that the electrical energy of the heart and the body can extend up to 10 feet. So think about that the next time you're spreading some love in a group of people, or even just to one person, how much that can envelop them when they need some love. Now let's take our hands, shoot your elbows around the earth, shoot your hands straight up, palms to the midline, like robot arms, we call it. Energy in your fingers. You have jazz hands, as they say, fingers are spread, hands are energized. And now raise your fingertips up to the sky, straightening your arms, feeling your shoulder blades spread even a little bit wider. This is the opposite of the expansion we had. Even pull your chest bones, chest muscles towards one another. Separate the shoulder blades. Now take your thumbs, drop them up over your head onto the earth above you. Long, long stretch. Maybe you bring your legs together and point your toes. Beautiful. Now bring the hands back up, fingertips pointing straight to the sky. Raise your hands higher, which lifts your shoulder blades off your pillow, off your bolster. And raise those hands up. Keep the shoulder blades as much off the pillow and bolster. Keep that extension, and now bring the hands up over the head. Keeping that extension, hands up over the head. You've got it. Beautiful. While your hands are up over your head, thumbs maybe are gracing the earth, bring your feet up to your seat. So you're bending your knees. We're going to set up for a bit of a supported bridge. Really, that pillar, that bolster still under you. If it at all is in your way to do a bridge and continue, pull it out of the way. I'm not sure how high you are or how low you are, but if it's in the way, go ahead and remove it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to remove mine for demonstration purposes. So if you've got your pillow or blanket or bolster removed, your back will be flat on the earth. Feet are in the position of bridge, so they're up close to your body. Let's inhale the hands up to the sky, robot arms, fingertips to the sky, and exhale your palms down to the earth. Place them on the earth. On your next inhale, we're going to do a bridge with the arms. So on your inhale, hips come up, hands go to the ceiling, hips come up nice and high, and continue the hands up over your head, hips nice and high. Exhale, bring the hands and fingertips to the sky as you slowly drop your seat and your palms come by your hips down to the earth. Inhale, hips up, hands up. Exhale, your hands over your head. Inhale your hands up to the sky. Exhale your hands down to the earth, seat down. A couple more times at your own pace. If you find yourself rolling up at the top of your mat a little bit when your seat is down, shift back a little. It's kind of a natural progression where the shoulders kind of ride a little. You want to keep your seat nice close to your ankles. Hips are nice and high when you're in bridge. Exhale down. Nice. From here, let's pull the knees into the chest. That'll bring your low back down to the earth and roll left and right with the kneecaps. Hands on the knees. Give that low back a good amount of a massage. And just for a little bit of a twist, and this will also engage the shoulders, come to center, pull the knees nice and high, and drop the knees off to the right. Dropping your left shoulder down, left hand straight out like a T to the side. Right hand on the outside of the left knee. So that's right hand outside of left knee. And that can give a little bit of a pull to aid in your twist. And drop your chin to the left. And maybe you lift your head off the earth and pull the back of your head to the right while you drop your chin to the left. You get a little bit further that way. And breathe. As you exhale,
Maybe you release something in the waist and the low back to aid in that twist. If your shoulders hurt here with this amount of body weight, you can always put the palm on your forehead like a salute and take the weight off of the shoulder and put the weight on the forehead. But since this is a shoulder class, you may likely be tuning in for shoulder work. Now, release the right hand off the knee. Bring the knees up to the chest, up to the sky again, straight up. Pull the knees into the chest and now drop them off to the left, other side. Right arm out like a T, left hand outside the upper knee, the top knee, and turn your chin to the right. And breathe, always. Sometimes in class, you want to take a deep breath. And exhale. And when you exhale, it's easier to let go of muscular structure and tension and command. And right here, we are really, really letting the back and the hips and the shoulders go. The only muscles you're really engaging is that left hand, pulling the knee down and holding it a little bit to the side. When you really relax and really settle in, you're extending your muscles a little bit further, and then the muscles can gain a deeper muscle memory for when you are stretching. And then from here, release the left hand, bring the knees up to the sky, center yourself on your mat if you've been shimmied around, knees above your hips. Let's make some circles with the knees. So push your knees away to 6 o'clock, spread them to 9 and 3, and then pull them up to 12. You're making these big circles like you've split an analog clock in half. And let's reverse that. So you're pulling the knees up to the chest. If that were 12 o'clock, then spread to 9 and 3. I know it's a shoulders class, but we got to keep our hips a little alive too, right? And when you're ready, cross your ankles and roll up and down your spine 2 or 3 times until you can get enough momentum to come up to a seat. When you're at your seat, pull your flesh behind you so you can sit nice and solidly with your pelvis on the earth, hands on your thighs or palms up over your knees. Drop your shoulders down, sitting up straight. Let's bring our hands, extend them straight out to the side. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder and take that right hand over the side of your head and just pull gently to the side. Dropping the left shoulder, dropping the right shoulder, sitting up nice and tall. Abdomen might be engaged in order to accomplish that with a flat back. And just pull the head to the side. Shoulders dropped with energy. Release the head, tip it up, off to the other side. Once again, dropping the left shoulder, dropping the right shoulder. You're making some space here on that right or left ear rather. Let's release and go back to the right again. Release and back to the left. Release and scoop your arms up to the sky. Separate palms down, drop the chin, exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Next time you have your hands up in the air, interlace your fingers, invert the palms up to the ceiling, to the sky. Pull your shoulders up. Oftentimes in yoga, we want to drop our shoulders for a long, long neck, but here's your chance to pull the shoulder blades up to your earlobes, lengthening the side rib cages. We're really extending the shoulders here. Beautiful. Drop your pinkies to the back, maybe a little bit more, pushing your thumbs up a little more. You see that increases the stretch of the wrists maybe. And from here, pull the belly in, roll back on your tail, push the palms towards the top of your mat. Really wide now. You're making a C
position if you looked from the side of the body, pushing your palms to the front of the mat, opening your shoulder blades, pulling the belly in, spine is really, really flexed. Space between the shoulder blades now, because in a minute we're going to do the opposite, right? Yin yang, hot, cold, masculine, female, sun, moon. This is the opposites. We try to stay balanced in life, right? When we're balanced, maybe we won't get that headache or tension because we're in control, or now we're getting tools to help alleviate it, right? So now begin to sit up, flatten the back. Beautiful stretch, everyone. That was really nice. Hands up over the head. Arms are straight and by the ears. And let's release. Shake out your wrists, shake your shoulders a little bit. And now we're gonna do the exact opposite. We're gonna do some chest expansion. So the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers and extend the arms. Now maybe your palms aren't touching. That's totally fine. Everyone's got different wrists, arms, shoulders, elbows, right? So if they're touching, you just wanna go to your furthest limit to get the most out of it, right? That's what you're here for. Raising the wrists off the earth, off the hips. Now your shoulder blades are close, very close to the spine, and drop them away from your ear. You feel that stretch in your clavicle, in the front shoulder pole area. Beautiful. You're probably getting a bicep stretch here, and maybe you're engaging the uh, delts. Is it, what are the ones? I'm not sure. Behind your arm. The other ones. I don't go to the chin. Now tuck your chin. Pull the belly in. We're going to round and tip forward. Your goal is to drop the forehead, really the top of your head towards the mat, but you're just going to bend forward as far as your body will allow for a forward stretch. Wrists high away from the back. This is a bit of a yin and yang yin class because we're holding postures a little longer. Tuck your chin, fall forward, raise the wrists. Maybe drop your wrists slightly to the right, lifting the left shoulder. Back to center, other direction. Wrists a little higher. And now come up with a flat back. Release your hands. They should be tingling now. Shake out, shake the shoulders, shake the hands, flick your fingers, get some of the energy off you. Give it back to the earth. Beautiful work. Very nice. Beautiful work. Let's extend our hands out again to the side. Turn your right shoulder forward, palm down as well. Invert your other hand the other way, shoulder back. So we're twisting. If your arms across your body were like a rag, you'd be twisting. You got that? Beautiful. A couple more times. Both palms up over the head, hands down to the side. Nice work, everybody. Let's just fall forward and just drop our elbows down on the earth. Shimmy and shake in a forward fold. Give our arms a break. Resting the entire palms, forearms on the mat. Even if you're high, maybe your elbows need to go on your legs, but we're just trying to take the weight off the shoulders, giving them a bit of a recovery. Nice. Beautiful. Let's come up onto all fours. Cat and cow position, that's tabletop position, really. Knees under the hips, tops of the feet down. Some lineages curl the toes. That's totally fine. If it's totally up to you. I just like to practice with more support on the earth, more things touching the earth. Fingertips are spread wide, middle finger towards the top of the mat, thumbs towards one another, straight and strong arms. Now, maybe you want to look up for a moment. A lot of people have straight arms here, and this is their tabletop, but this is the top of a tabletop when you've got your shoulder blades nice and spread. And maybe watch again for another second. When you're doing your cat, tucking your tail and chin, look how high my shoulder blades are. Very separated from the spine. I'm leaving my shoulder blades separate or high while I do my cow. See how high? I'm keeping my shoulders up and my tail joins and my chin up. So my shoulder area, this area, is staying the same and staying high. So join me now if you like. Cat, pull the belly in, tuck the chin and tail. Cow, drop the belly, tail up. Inhale, round. Exhale, drop. You got it. Now let's come to neutral. Spinal balance. Right hand is forward, palm to the midline, kicking the left foot back, extended leg, heel kicking back, straight leg, feet flexed, and reach back and grab your ankle. If you can't, just simply stay in spinal balance. But now we're kicking our foot back. Do you feel that right shoulder blade pulling back onto the spine? You're getting some stretch here in the left thigh as well, and the hips. Everything on the earth is your support. But mostly, remember, we're dropping that shoulder blade on the spine, trying to loosen it up. You got it, and let's release, hand down. Other side, left hand forward, palm to the midline, kicking the right foot back, extended leg rather, flexed foot. So your heel is kicking back. The more you kick the heel, the more you're going to straighten that leg. And now bend the knee, reach back and grab the foot or ankle, kicking back, looking a little bit to the left, opening that left shoulder high or dropping that left shoulder onto the spine. Beautiful. Kicking back, pull. And with control, we're going to release and come down. Big toes touching, knees as wide as the mat. Back to a child's pose. Extend your arms strong out in front of you. Fingers up on fingertips, like you have a softball under the palm of your hands. You're gripping a ball and your fingertips are barely touching the earth. Arms are straight and strong. That's elbows off the earth. And push your hips back. Push your hips back. Drop your chest, your armpits down to the earth. You feel that stretch of the shoulders. Shoulder blades close together. Nice and low. Beautiful. And let's come up. Walk your hands towards you. Once again, we're still in all fours. I'm going to be at a bit of a diagonal here so you can see better. Let's plant the left hand. Bring the right hand up to the sky for a twist. We're going to drop the back of that hand down on the earth, right behind the left wrist. Tap the shoulder on the earth, but we're going to come back up again. Work that shoulder, opening this shoulder blades, and then up again, bringing that shoulder blade onto the spine. Exhale down. Let's stay down this time. Ear to the ground, right ear to the ground, left hand up on fingertips. Important here because we're placing that shoulder blade. So left hand up on fingertips, that same, like we're gripping a ball like we did it a minute ago. Elbow straight up to the sky and push to twist your back. All the weight on that right shoulder opening up. Now play here and you'll see slight differences. If you take that left hand and walk it to the top of your mat, you can drop that left shoulder down and give even more stretch to the outside of that right shoulder. Another option is you can bring that left hand up to the sky, engage the left shoulder blade a little bit more by pulling it to the spine. Another option is hand on the sacrum or wrapped around the waist, that left hand, and pulling that left shoulder blade onto the spine. Now you're really activating both shoulder blades, the outside of the right and the inside of the left. And breathe and relax and let go. Couple more breaths. Now let's release that left hand, no matter where it is. Place it in front of your face, palm down, push yourself up. Come into your tabletop position. Extend your arms forward for an extended child's pose. We're just squaring the arms so we can do the other side. Inhale up to all fours, other side. So we're planting the right hand. The left hand comes up to the sky. Really drop that shoulder blade onto the back. Exhale the hand down behind the wrist. Tap the left shoulder. Tap. Inhale up. Hand down and tap. Inhale up. Last time, we'll bring that left hand down, leaving the left shoulder on the earth. Right hand up on fingertips like there's a ball under your palm. Left elbow nice and high. See how that opens the right shoulder blade high? And now, of course, you have the four options or so with your arm, right arm that is, bringing it to the top of the mat. You can drop the shoulder blade, the right armpit down, which gives a little bit more stretch to the shoulder of the left. You can bring that right hand to the sky,
And get a little spinal twist going on here while you've got still that weight on that left shoulder. Hand on the sacrum, hand on the waist to pull. Now we're opening the front shoulder blade here, or front of the shoulder, by pulling that right shoulder blade onto the spine. And breathe, relax. Your feet are nice and relaxed. Your hips are, not really engaged much. And let's release that hand up to the sky, wherever it is. Place that right hand in front of your face. Come up onto all fours, big toes touching, knees wide. Sink your hips back. Reach your arms forward. This time, take a passive child's pose. Elbows on the earth, forearms on the earth. If you wish to wrap your hands by your legs, feel free, whatever it takes, to just let go. If your forehead is on the earth, perhaps you roll your head a little bit left and right to massage the third eye while you're relaxing. Let's come back up to all fours. This is a very real wrist stretch for most people. We're on our all fours, tops of the feet down. Turn your fingertips out with the left hand and turn them all the way back as far as you can. Same thing with the right. Bringing the fingers, pinkies quite close together, really. It's quite real for most people. You don't want to hurt yourself, but pay attention. Engage your belly so you're not just sloppy there. Maybe pull your hips back towards your ankles. Your shoulder blades are also moving around here. You might really feel it in your wrists and forearms, but your shoulder blades or your shoulder poles, your upper arms, are externally rotated at the moment. You feel how tight it is under your armpit. Yeah. Let's sway to the right just a little. And back towards the heels. Do what feels good for you. Your head is just sort of soft. Shake yes and no. We don't want to get much tension or any tension in the neck, really. Swaying off to the left. And gently towards center. Curl your toes under. Gently release your hands and sit your seat back onto your heels. Reach your hands up, backs of the hands together, backs of the fingertips for begging puppy. Yeah. You've got it. Interlace your fingers. Circle, 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 circle. Maybe your arms get into it like a wave. Maybe you can wave the other way. Left and right brain cooperation. Do your circles one direction and the other. Very, very good. Very good. If you can stay seated on your knees, that's great. If not, take an easy cross-legged seated pose. And we're going to do eagle arms to end the class here before we do Shavasana. So arms out, stretched out, straight. Let's take the right arm over the left. Grab the thumb, palms towards the face. You can grab the thumb. You can do palm to palm. If this is at all difficult for you and you have tight shoulders, do this class more often. You'll eventually alleviate that. But you can hug yourself all the way, which brings your fingertips maybe to your shoulder blades. Drop your shoulders down. If you're in eagle, you're also dropping your shoulders away from the earth, and we're bringing our elbows up high so the upper arms are parallel to the earth. This is a great shoulder opener. And very passive. I mean, you can just sit up in bed and do this in the morning, swing over, drop your feet over the edge so you have some balance and counterweight, and open the shoulders very, very slowly. Let's lift our shoulders up. Even if you're hugging yourself, whatever it takes, lift your shoulders up, tipping the upper spine ever so slightly. Tummy's engaged, looking up, elbows high. You feel that stretch in the back of the body, the back of the shoulder blades. How many times have I said shoulder blades in this class? Now we're going to tip forward. So not collapsing all the way down, but just the upper back bow forward. Because remember, it's about the shoulder blade. If you fall all the way down, you're getting your back and losing a little bit of shoulder blade. So keep your lumbar and thoracic pretty much flat and just tip the cerebral spine, the upper spine only. Of course, dropping the chin. Does that feel good? Shake your head left and right. Inhale up, elbows up, so the arms are parallel to the earth. And release slowly. Oh, that's a nice compression. And then you let it go. Roll the shoulders a little. And here we go. Other side. Extending the arms straight out. Nice open chest. Left hand over the right. Same thing. You can hug yourself. You can grab your thumb, pull it towards you. Palm to palm for full expression of the posture. Well, no matter where you are, elbows are high. Separating the shoulder blades. You can visualize that. Close your eyes. See what's going on. And try and drop your shoulders away from your ears, long neck. Exhale. And inhale, the elbows up. So we're curling the cerebral spine, looking up a little so the neck curves a little as well. Extension of the upper spine, elbows high. Raise your elbows away from your chest. Do you feel that opening of the shoulder blades? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now pull the belly in. Again, we're just tipping the upper spine, trying to keep the thoracic and lumbar spine flat. That's your middle and low back flat. We're just tipping the shoulders forward. There you go. Head down, shake your head left and right. And let's bring the elbows back up to parallel the earth. Upper arms are parallel to the earth. Release and shake it out. Beautiful, beautiful. Very nice. Rolling the shoulders back. Rolling the shoulders forward. If you're on your knees, let's cross your legs and sit back to an easy seated posture. Sit quietly for a minute. Closing your eyes, hands on your knees, shoulders down your back, neck is nice and long. Close your eyes and scan. Feel the energy. What color is the energy in your shoulders, your neck, and your inner shoulder blades, at the bottom of your shoulder blades, maybe your chest even, forearms, biceps, triceps. That's the word, triceps. All that whole area, even your wrists, forearms, we're very involved in this. Let's drop the right ear to the right shoulder very, very lightly. And roll forward a half circle very slowly. Drop the chin. When you get a half circle, not rolling backwards because we don't want to, and then come forward again. Not rolling backwards because we don't want to squish the neck and the back. There's little pockets of cerebral spinal fluid that you don't want to compress too much, but just go halfway forward, left to right. Next time your head is all the way down, just lift your chin and look forward. Eyes still closed, turn your chin to the left. Turn your chin to the right. Slowly, 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 slowly. Next time you're facing forward, extend your arms out to the side, reaching up, looking up, hands in prayer position. Bring your hands to your forehead. May you always know your truth. To your throat, may you always speak your truth. And to your heart, may you always live your truth. Thank you for joining me on this shoulder and chest expansion and relaxation exercise. I hope you can use it at some point in the future just to stay flexible, or if you're having a particularly tough day or stressful time in life or a headache, trust me, this 30 minutes will really help you out. Have a great day. Namaste.